Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn history, lesson number 1, when, where and how. History is the branch of knowledge that records and analyzes past events and happenings. It is difficult to study a very long past which ranges from the start of life till death. Therefore, historians have divided it into 3 periods, namely ancient, medieval and modern. On the basis of characteristics found during each period, this is called periodization of history. Periodization of Indian history. We divide history into different periods to capture the attributes and changes occurring in each period. However, such a division is not uniform for the entire world. The 16th century marks the beginning of modern period in Europe. In Indian history, this period is a part of the medieval age. In India, the modern period starts after the death of Aurangzeb in 1707. Also, the periodization of Indian history is borrowed from the West. In the West, the modern period was linked with the growth of forces of modernity like democracy, science, reason, liberty and equality. Medieval was a term used to describe a society where these features of modern society did not exist. However, under the British rule, India did not enjoy equality, freedom or liberty, nor did she experience economic growth. Therefore, many historians use the term colonial to refer to this period. Meaning of colonial. Colonization is a process of subjugation of one country by another, which leads to political, economic and socio-cultural changes in the conquered country. The sources of Indian history. A variety of source materials is available for studying modern Indian history. This includes British administrative records, survey records, records of government orders, acts, letters, diaries of officials and other eyewitness accounts, letters written by Indian nationalist leaders to each other and records of court proceedings. Historians use these sources according to their need. Administrative records. Official records of the British administration are some important sources of modern Indian history. The British maintained strict control over the administration and ensured that all administrative actions were well documented. This practice created an administrative culture of memos, noting and reports. The British also made efforts to preserve those documents which from village, tahsildar to courts, all government departments maintained in their record rooms. This helped historians in their study of that period. The National Archives of India was established in New Delhi in the 1920s. Documents available here have helped scholars immensely in writing the history of this period. It houses actually proceedings of meanings of government officials, government orders, legal acts, letters, eyewitness accounts, diaries of officials, letters written by nationalist leaders to each other and records of court proceedings. The National Museum in New Delhi and other museums across the country too have played an important role in reconstructing the history of this period. Surveys. The British believed that to rule any country effectively, it is required to know that country properly. Therefore, detailed maps of the entire country were prepared during the early 19th century. Revenue surveys were conducted in the village to know about the topography, soil quality, flora, fauna, local history and the cropping pattern. From the end of the 19th century, surveys were carried out and they were held after every 10 years. These surveys provided information on the size and distribution of population, caste, religions, occupations and other important aspects which are available for use today. Monuments. The Britishers constructed forts, residential, official and public buildings and quarters. The Victoria Memorial in Kolkata, Victoria Terminus in Mumbai, Fort William in Kolkata and Rashtrapati Bhavan are some of the important buildings constructed during this period. Besides, the British also founded towns such as Shimla, the summer capital of British Raj. These also provide a valuable information for writing history. Newspapers. Newspapers were also published in India during this period. This helped in understanding the views and opinions of the Indians. They were published in English as well as in local languages like Tamil, Urdu, Bengali, Gujarati, Marathi and Hindi. Bal Gangadhar Tilak published Kesari in Marathi. All these newspapers, through news, cartoons, letters and editorials, created awareness about the intentions of the British. All these sources, however, were produced by the educated people. These rarely capture the life of tribals, peasants, mine workers or poor people in the streets. Their experiences and their history was totally different from those of the literate society. Thank you, children.